Okay, so thought I'd do a little video to try to demonstrate every single one of these storage bugs currently in 1.63 since the addition of the Pilgrim. First off, you notice I built containers here that I haven't built number 1. That's because I have number 1 on another planet. And as you'll see here, number 1, get over there, limited to 1. Notice it says limited to 1 when I try to place it. Okay. Now we're not going to worry about it since I've already went to the other base and put things in it. Oxygen canisters to, of course, to correspond with storage number 1. Now, notice it said limited to 1. We're going to delete 4 here and replace 4 over here to show that this varies from trying to place a duplicate copy at the same base. Limited to 1 per base. Now, this brings us to our next issue, which is storage container placement. Can sometimes be a royal pain in the butt. We're going to try to put 4 back there. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it red? Invalid position. Okay. Let's try deleting 5 and see if 4 goes up. This is hit or miss. No, we're going to have to delete. Back in place now. No, see, so we're going to have to delete all of these except for our initial 0. I'm going to put temporarily stick 4 right there so I can put 3 or 2 next to it. I know I'm doing this backwards, but now I'm going to delete 4 so I can put 4 here, and then we're just going to go with 5 above that again. This happens when you try to place them in a base. You've got to screw around with it. It's a royal pain. Never used to be like that. It needs to be fixed. Okay. So we've demonstrated issues with storage containers themselves. Now again, I put specifically in storage, I just threw some modules I had from experimenting. I mean, this is a creative save. I just experiment with kitting out different layouts on ships and stuff. More modules for different things. 3. Put some more modules in there. 4. From 4 on, I believe it was just mind arcs. That's the weird stuff we threw in our storage. I just created a bunch of mind arcs, threw them in there. Okay. Now I have aligned my ship. All 4 of my exos right here. My freighter is elsewhere, somewhere overhead. Yeah, right there. Hard to see, but that's my freighter. Okay, so I'm gonna just for the heck of it. Okay, I'm in my exosuit. I only placed explosive drones. E for exosuit. Tried to follow this with everything but the storage. With the exception of storage container 1, I put nothing but oxygen containers in there, 50 of them, which I will demonstrate when we go to the transfer items. I'll go over here. Nothing. There we go. Go to the right. That's the next problem. The transfer items menu isn't big enough for the new Pilgrim. Crowds the storage container icon off. You notice you can still access it just by pushing to the right, but that is a problem because they're going to be adding more exocraft. There's another hovercraft and a submarine from what's been data mined. So yeah, that needs to be addressed. But and the other issue being the transfer 2. Transfer 2, it's also crowded off. You can get this back by moving a couple of exocraft, 1 or 2, to another planet and then summoning there. You know, build their, or just summon them to the other planet. Once they're off-world, you know, your storage container will show up again. But as you can see here, when you've got it full up like this, you've got no... Actually, I'm not even positive on that in the 2 menu. I don't know if that storage shows up at all. I'll have to check that at the end of this. But you can go down to it, but as you can, I'm hitting triangle, nothing's happening. So that's broke. Most people already know about this stuff. But anyhow, I've got explosive drones is the only thing I've got in my exosuit. My starship only has some semiconductors. Okay, let me show you that a little bit longer. This is all just installed stuff. Semiconductors. S for starship, you know. I had to do this to keep myself straight as to figure out what was going on. But anyhow, my current exocraft is now my roamer. So let's go over to exocraft, roamer. You can see I have rare metal element, R for roamer. Now, if we go back to our exosuit, try to transfer stuff into it, so say the roamer, why am I not seeing rare metal element? I'm seeing everything but. Nitrogen salt was actually for my Nomad, N for Nomad, C, circuit board, C, it's the first letter, is my Colossus. Portable reactor and the projectile ammunition are both in the Pilgrim. So it's showing me basically the opposite. When you want to transfer from what I should be seeing, I'm seeing everything but that. Same thing, I go over the Nomad and notice the nitrogen salt is replaced by the rare metal element that I should have been seeing in my roamer. So it's like they've swapped everything around. The exception is the freighter, which I'll get to shortly. Same thing, you go to circuit boards disappear when I go over to the Colossus. You know, it's like it thinks that the Colossus is the current inventory here. Now, let me go back to the roamer. I'm going to do this from the roamer. Let's go look at the Colossus again. Nope. Still can't see the circuit boards. Of course, the roamer's no longer in the list. And the exosuit's actually back. And there's my explosive drones, as well as the other, from the other 3 exocraft, the stuff. Freighter, when you go to it, it shows the stuff from the other exocraft. But and then what's on the freighter out of range, I just put fusion igniters, F for freighter. You know, it shows you right there. So like I said, in the case of the freighter storage shows up properly. Not to be confused with the storage rooms on the freighter, which are connected to the storage containers, obviously. And again, storage containers. Everything else still shows up properly there. Alright. Moving on. Let's go over and make the Nomad my current Okay. So again, I'm just trying to, this is the same issue, nitrogen salts, Nomad. Okay. All inventories shows what it should. All inventories. Even the freighter. Grayed out because it's out of range. Okay. But exosuit, again, shows the other three. I could make this simpler by going into my Pilgrim. Like I said, my Pilgrim has the portable reactor and the projectile ammo. Let's get rid of the ammo. Just one item in there, one portable reactor in the Pilgrim. Back to the Nomad. So now again, try to transfer things to. Again, you go to the Pilgrim, figuring you're going to take stuff from there. Nope, can't do it. So, but yet, I go to any of the others, there's that portable reactor. Like I said, complete opposite of what it should be. And again, access to Colossus. Circuit boards in the Colossus. Ship, there's the nitrogen, yeah, no. Semiconductor from the ship. Yeah, and now in this case, the semiconductor is actually showing up. And here you can see it's going to get a little stranger. The roamer's showing portable reactor, and I didn't actually even expect this. Roamer's only showing still not showing what it should be, which is the rare metal element in the roamer, but it's only showing stuff from the Nomad and the Pilgrim. And that's showing stuff from the Nomad shows stuff from the roamer and the Pilgrim. Pilgrim shows stuff from the roamer and the, yeah. Okay. Like I said, it gets stranger. Figure that one out. Okay, let's switch over to the Pilgrim. And maybe I'm getting confused in here. Yeah. I don't think I'm getting confused. There's 3 other exocraft present. Yeah. Well, no, I guess that kind of makes sense. No? Okay. Let's go back to the roamer. It seems to be the odd man out here. Roamer and the Nomad. Oh no, you know what? It's because I was in the exosuit inventory when I looked at these. Okay, so I'm seeing all 3 exocraft there. Just not where they should be. So yeah, if I'm in the actual... Don't expect it to be showing stuff from the Nomad, because, you know, I'm in its menu. Oh, that's right. I'm trying to look at the roamer, so it's excluding the roamer, and it's only showing me the two other exocraft. Okay, now I got it straight. Like I said, it's a confusing mishmash. But you can see why this needs to be fixed. Obviously. I'm hoping I've detailed everything in this. You know, hello games. If you watch this, please look at your code from 1.62. You know, from next on to through 1.62, and kind of use that as the guide and make this stuff work again instead of being the exact opposite of what it should be. That would be helpful. We'll drop back to the exosuit. Now you can see I can access the freighter inventory, but not storage. And that was something introduced a couple versions ago because I'm on the landing deck. It doesn't count me as being on the freighter for the purposes of the storage rooms, which is another issue. So I'm glad I came up here because I almost forgot about that one. Now if I walk through here and come up, get up here, now my storage is accessible. And of course there's the 4 exocraft not reachable because they're planet side. However, while storage is out of range down in the deck, when I'm up here, the ship isn't, which is another inconsistency. Please make storage available from the frigging landing bay. We're down 1 level. I can still access freighter storage. All the way down to the deck. Wait a minute, I'm confused. I was looking at the wrong thing. I didn't go off. No, 1 deck down they work. And do they work here? No, as soon as you step onto this landing, no access to storage. That should change as well. Needs to go all the way to the landing bay floor. I think that covers it. And I'm going to go ahead and end this. Hopefully this made things clear, because I was confused as to the foobar mess we had. And really had to do this just to figure it out for myself.